everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Tsukimonogatari, but today we're going to be checking out episode 2. But last time, on episode 1, well, there's not too much to go over about that one. There wasn't much of real plot significance, but one thing we did get was just, a nice little recap about who Ononoki was and of all the various little problems that Araragi has solved, and then we got some antics involving Araragi and his sisters. Some real typical antics that Araragi gets into. Yeah, no need to go over what happened there. It wasn't too important, but one big thing that did happen was that Araragi looked into the mirror and found that he had no reflection. Like a vampire. So apparently he's gone full vampire again. Somehow, by some means. It's unclear at the moment, but I guess that's going to be the conflict we're dealing with here. But there are a couple other things I can point at that were pointed out to me, such as a couple Easter eggs. One being that little dance that he did at the beginning is the same dance that Tsukihei did in her opening during TheOneJudgment. So that's a really interesting little detail. But even more interesting was when he was talking about, having a party with a bunch of junior high girls, whatever. The silhouettes that were in the image were characters from Madoka Magica. Yeah, I didn't notice it, but if you look off to the right, you can just make out Madoka right there. If she hadn't been tucked away over there, I would have been able to catch it instantaneously, but that is a very fascinating choice of Easter egg. Yeah, that's just like Monogatari, to start off an arc with almost no involvement of the title character outside of a very brief discussion in the very beginning. That's the kind of thing that they would do, isn't it? But I'm sure she's gonna get roped into this more directly, pretty soon, maybe even right away. Who knows, but whatever. No more discussion, let's just begin. Also, by the way, we fixed the subs because there were no subtitles in the opening and ending. We looked into that, got it fixed. Depends on what you classify as wrong. Whoop! What? Oh! You doing all right? No. It's not. You don't get it. We're still doing this? Don't mention it. And this is one heck of a thing to walk in on. Man, were you going in for it too, dude? Oh, yep. Dang, and the both of them had to deal with that one. And looks like they both fit in the tub after all. Oh well. See what I meant about the subs? I don't know what the heck was wrong with them before, but the visuals in this are quite stunning. But given that we still haven't seen Ononoki in this arc, not really, there's probably not much I can glean. But I'll look at the lyrics. Okay, I've noticed a couple things flying by in the background, but I can't make much of them. Yeah, they've mentioned that breathtaking twilight multiple times. Otherwise, they just seem like some pretty cutesy lyrics. Mostly. Come on out, he's got something to discuss. You lazy bum. If that doesn't work, nothing will. Well, nothing will then. No, wait, there we go. Victory! Nice Powerpuff Girls-esque background she had there. Also, is it St. Patrick's Day? But I thought it was before Valentine's. Yeah, that's weird. If anything, he's even less of a vampire. That's perplexing. Some additional ones, anyway. Okay, so he is. So why isn't it healing? But that was such a small wound, you'd think it would have been healed by now. Oh, so she broke it worse than he thought. Although still, you think a little broken toe would heal basically instantly. No? Yeah. Whoa. Well, it can't be Oshino. He's not in town. Who else? Yotsugi. No, talk to her. Why did you just hand her a frog? I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but... You have two? Don't talk to me or my son ever again. No, they just kind of show up. He has a third as well. Yeah, he's still around. Well, he'd have to pay a hefty price. Why not? Squeaky. She knows some things, but I don't think she knows this. It's your best bet, man. Yeah, you promised her donuts. You gotta get her some. Oh look, you got a mail. Yeah, maybe these subs do suck. Oh, fancy that. Exactly what I thought might happen. Why is your towel just draped around your waist? And now his room is transformed back to normal. Why do you keep meowing? You are a phoenix, not a cat. That wouldn't be shooting. What does he have to apologize for exactly? Hugs. See? Wholesome. I'm going to apologize with my demand. Ah, what a blessing indeed. Spin cycle. There's a vampire on the loose. Oh yeah. They had a bit of a run-in. Yeah, we don't want a second coming of that particular break. See? And there's even a full moon out tonight. There had to be some references in that machine. I was trying to look, I couldn't see fast enough. Okay, second chance, go. Nothing. Well, actually, maybe, but what the heck is she doing in there? I know she's a doll, but... Yep, these things are rigged, man. Trust me, I know. I've grabbed one of these things and went to drop it and it just lands right on the sides of the thing it's supposed to drop through. Yeah, you missed by a long shot, dude. The trick is you gotta look around the side of it too to get a reference for it. Exactly. I mean, yeah, because you could also be shown and you were still part vampire. Weird. So any of the vampire weaknesses were not weaknesses to you. Unless you wanted them to be. And she falls. You were gonna miss anyway. There you go. Perfect. They do that too. That was on her waist. That's an interesting strategy. Just roll her over. 12 rounds. My gosh. There you go. You got it. Do not thaw the claw. There's an ostrich in there. Or is that an emu? To you, maybe not. You're free! Yeah, I wonder why. Nice little video game thing right there, as if you just hit the check icon. Yes, Oni-chan. I would assume. Oh, wait, there she is. She's been up there the whole time. I see. The remains of this place are still mostly here, at this point in time. What? You asked, and he did. Well, there you go. Just took a little bit more time. Well, it's been a few hours, right? Oh, that too. Really? Like a reverse Superman. Who would have guessed? Yeah, take a look. Whoa, whoa! Look with your eyes, not your teeth. She's biting the sole of his foot. That's not just the toe. Yow! Yeah, you just broke his fingers. Either way, there wouldn't be anyway. No random people ever show up around him. Come on, you've endured worse pain than this. This is nussin'. I can't talk, I said nussin'. I think we've already confirmed that it works. You could have just broken one finger, you didn't need to do two. No. Ugh, she messed him up real bad, too. Focus on the healing, my friend, and the healing will happen. Draw in the power of the cosmos itself. Then Hanekawa, yes. That'll do it. This is some very familiar imagery. Yeah. There you go. Haven't thought about doing that in a while. And boom. He just needed to incentivize it. Right near the back end. He's just standing on one finger. Ah, come on. Yes, you are. This arc's named after you. You have to do the exposition. Yo, when do we get to Disneyland? There she is. Oh, yep. She decided to get dressed for the occasion. She barely noticed it. Especially people like them. Just couldn't help it. Yeah, please. You're mocking her. I mean, as you are right now, I don't know if you could take her, but... Jeez. This is going nowhere.
Oh.
Whoop. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you took one for the team. If you hadn't been there, she would have stepped on his head, and that would have been bad. My body as a shield. Oh yeah, you lost badly. But we just started. Objection! So, piece by piece, it's becoming a vampire? Well, this isn't the first time. This is a very interesting snowman family, may I say. Nope. He's a wild card. Oh, and that's somehow coming back to bite him? He didn't do it that many times. I see, so he's slowly, permanently becoming a vampire. And like, he'll become a full-on apparition one. It became part of who you were. Yeah, you don't do too many supernatural things so that you don't become them. Did he? So what, you vampired yourself over and over again? Is it too late? You're building this up. I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd frickin' say that. That it's impossible. Oh well, I guess you'll just have to live being a vampire. No big deal. I mean, very big deal. Means you wouldn't be able to go out into the sun. Although I'm pretty sure we see him go out into the sun in the last arc, so... yeah. Guess it'll be fine. I mean, when we first see him in the last arc, it's at night, but by the end, it's during the day, right? Trying to think about it, but... I'm sure he'll figure something out. This is Araragi we're talking about, the guy who very rarely compromises. And this is one compromise I don't think he's willing to make, especially this. I'm trying to think about if these lyrics can have anything to do with anything, but I feel like it's probably referring to things that I don't currently understand, if anything. Because like the intro, they seem kinda general. So, yeah, Araragi's becoming a vampire. Permanently. Like a full-on, through the soul, blood-sucking monster of the night. Wow. It wasn't what I might have initially suspected, that like a weaker vampire had snuck in and then gave him another bite, because honestly there'd probably be more evidence of that. You know, like a bite on the neck or something, but nope. He's just been relying too much on being a vampire. Apparently, during the stuff with Nadeko, when she became the snake god, he started to become a vampire a lot. Like over and over again, and started to rely on it too much. Did they ever allude to that happening before? Am I just blanking on that, or is this new information? I feel like it's new information. We did know that he went and faced her a number of times to try to talk her down, only for her to, you know, nearly murder him. So I guess he vampired up those few times just to make sure he didn't get killed. Which is probably what happened. I gotta talk about what was happening before that discussion though, right? With, when they went to find Ononoki, they were just at like a, you know, like an arcade-esque location, and they had to get her out of a claw machine. That felt like a very surrealist type of thing going on. Like, seemingly more directly metaphorical than what we're used to. Because like, they didn't actually get her out of a claw machine, did they? Like, she was actually just chilling in a claw machine, going limp, waiting to get plucked out of there? I mean, I would believe it. That wouldn't be too strange. And I guess I'll point out the fact that this episode did briefly continue more of the sister antics that he's been getting into, mostly at the very beginning, but that was kind of on the back burner compared to the rest of the episode. Just still something that happened. Given that this was Araragi we're talking about here, it's very safe to say that he actually heavily exaggerated exactly what was going on right near the beginning of the episode, am I right? Might not have been as overt as he was presenting it to us. And it did lead into a wholesome subversion where he just brought her in to give her a hug and then apologized, so that's nice. It reminds me of a recent episode of Sword Art Online that I reacted to, where there was a similar moment where it looked like they were building up to lead into like a kiss, but then it just fakes out into a hug instead, and I felt like it was really wholesome, and it caught me off guard, and when it happened, I compared it to Monogatari, saying Monogatari messed me up, made me think that it was going to do that, and then Monogatari goes around and does something similar. How fitting. But I suppose the takeaway is that thanks to Araragi's recent over-reliance on becoming a vampire to solve his problems, he's slowly becoming an actual vampire permanently without any, you know, reliance on Shinobu. It's just who he is now. He's slowly gaining vampire powers and vampire weaknesses, like not being able to go out into the sun and not being able to see his reflection. And since his vampiric powers are separate from Shinobu's, he's obviously going to be much weaker as a vampire than he was before, which is why his healing factor is very slow. And why, as she said, if he were to go out into the sun, he wouldn't just catch on fire, he would burn away into ash instantaneously. Whereas when he was at full vampire, from Shinobu turning him into a vampire, he would have burned forever. But the catch? Ononoki says there's no way to fix it, that it's irreversible as it is now, but Well, it seems to me like that's not gonna be the case, right? He's gonna find some way to turn it around, but how exactly he's going to do that is up in the air. We got a couple episodes to figure that out. Overall, pretty nice episode, very enjoyable all throughout, had some nice charm to it. The visual aesthetic, where it was getting all odd and cutesy at times, was interesting. Obviously has some connection with Ononoki's vibes as a doll-like thing, but still, it was a good episode. It had a like return to form-esque feel to it, because we haven't had an arc that felt like this one in a little bit, or at least to me it doesn't feel like we've had one like this in a while. It just has a vibe similar to other previous arcs in the past, you know? I think the last one that kind of felt this way was Tsukimonogatari, so I guess it hasn't been that long, but for me it has. But for now, I think that's all I gotta say, guys. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on more. That'd be great. Next time, we got episode 3, the second to last episode. Already. We're just blazing through these. I'm gonna try to keep the uploads as consistent as possible. I know I've been slowing down this month, and I apologize. I've just been tired. But we'll see exactly how quickly I can manage to get through these. Plus, I'm intended to start a new series on the weekend. And when I say new, I mean not really new, but a new season of something that I've been reacting to for a very long time. I may be a little late to the party, but stay tuned for that. I still really want to check it out. So that's it, guys. Hope to catch you next time. But till then, I will see you guys all later.